Welcome to the Make a Baby podcast. I'm Carolina Sotomayor, your podcast host and expert Reiki womb healer. Over the past 6 years, I've had the honor of helping over 75 babies come into the world through the power of Reiki. I believe that healing is not meant to be done alone, nor should it be. On this podcast, you'll hear amazing Reiki guided meditations, empowering healing tips, and taboo topics with a focus on inclusivity and representation. Are you ready for these conversations? I am. Let's get started. Welcome back to the Make a Baby podcast. I'm Carolina Sotomayor, your podcast host and Reiki womb healer. Today, this is episode 94, and we're talking about avoiding. Avoiding is costing you more than you think. So, what are you avoiding in your healing? Well, first, before we actually dive into that, I want to thank you for being a loyal listener. And don't forget to leave a 5-star review on Apple or Spotify. We're super grateful for all the reviews. We have been ranking. Yesterday, we ranked 147 in Austria. So thank you so much for your support. It means the world to me to even rank and that you're here. We've also reached over 2,500 downloads recently, and we are just so blown away, my team and I, of the success we're receiving from the podcast and the impact. So if there's a topic you want me to cover or you're just loving these episodes, send me a DM at the Carolina Sotomayor and we will be sure to answer you back. I am so excited you're here. Avoiding is costing you more than you think. I recently received a DM from a person who was inquiring about a Reiki session, but not for conceiving. They had wanted to sort out some career things, and she described her circumstances. And I said, you don't have an income problem. You have a money relationship problem. And when we were continuing to going back and forth, I said, you don't need a Reiki session with me, but you do need to address what your money beliefs are in your relationship with money. And she said, no, that's not it. And she went on to later say, I'm not ready to heal that or let go of the story of scarcity that she had. When we refuse to let go of something, it means one thing: we are avoiding. And we're avoiding it to protect ourselves in some way, because we may not be energetically, emotionally ready to heal that thing. She went on to say that she had started another stream of income, and it was not necessarily aligned for her, and it wasn't within her gifts, but she was able to get the money that she wanted, but she wasn't fulfilled. And this has caused her in her second business, which does fulfill her, she wasn't making any more sales. So even though she's saying, oh yeah, I have gotten a new car, I had gotten XYZ, and she wanted more income and she needed more income, she'd start in this second stream of income, but it wasn't necessarily an income problem. It was more of a money relationship problem with why she was making these decisions and what her relationship was with money. Because money is frequency, money is energy. So in her case, I said, okay, what are your beliefs around money and the flow of money into your life? Because if you want more income and you want more money, what are your beliefs around money? Is money hard? Does money cause conflict? Is money bad? Or is it people who make money greedy? Like, what are your beliefs around money? And she said, I'm not ready yet. There's a couple of takeaways here. In her case, she thought she needed to get alignment on her career, but it really wasn't her career. It was a money problem. And when we come to the root cause of things, she wasn't ready to heal it. She wasn't ready to confront it. She wasn't ready to think about it or address it. And that's okay. But things come at a cost. So I don't know how things are with her now. I didn't follow up with her. But I imagine that they got harder because she was making money in something that wasn't fulfilling to her. And it was something she wasn't wanting to do. And her other business that did fulfill her, she wasn't making any money. So in that case, when she's ready and to address her beliefs around money, I bet you she'll see a shift in sales in her business and the way that she shows up in that business. So that comes down to a few things that I wanted to address. So when I'm working with people who are wanting to heal and we get to an issue that might be too big, or seems really big or too painful to heal, we break it down so that we can avoid not healing it at all. Because if it seems too big, then they will avoid wanting to heal it. And avoiding is costing you more than you think. It's costing you a better life. It could cost you a harmonized womb, an open womb. It could be costing you your connection to your spirit baby, meaning like if we do the healing, it raises your vibration and can open up certain chakras so you can connect with your spirit baby on your own. Now, the next 5 things that I'm going to list are the 5 root causes that I have found that are really big. They're the root causes behind traumas, behind the pain, behind the abandonment or the neglect or the hurt that people experience. And there are 5 things that matter so much. The first one is feeling seen. The second is feeling heard. The third one is feeling safe, feeling known, and the feeling of belonging. And when people don't feel these things as a child and they grow up to be adults and they want to conceive, it really impacts their fertility. It impacts the way they live life and impacts how they feel emotions, how they relate to their partners, how they love, how they think, how much space they'll take up into the world. So, feeling seen. If a person feels seen, they'll most likely feel heard. And if a person feels heard, they'll most likely potentially could feel like they're belonging to someone or to a group or to a family or to a place. It's important to feel like you belong somewhere. If you feel safe, then you feel like you can also feel known or to speak up or to be heard. Because even if you feel safe and you feel like you don't belong, you usually can still feel safe enough to speak up, which means you can voice, you can be heard. Feeling known is a different type of feeling. Like you could feel seen while feeling known at the same time with almost probably without saying anything or feeling like you're heard. They just get you. So when you find something that might feel like it's really hard to heal or you're like not right now or you're resistant to heal, check in with yourself with that issue. Or it's most likely an event. Usually the things that we're healing are like a thing that happened to us. With that event, did you feel seen in that moment? Probably not. Did you feel heard? Did you feel known? Did you feel like you belonged? Did you feel safe? We ask those questions in relation to the event and the things that you were feeling and the things that transpired at that event in that point in time. You can break down that bigger issue that you might be avoiding or will want to avoid. So you can heal these individual aspects of that event. And then will allow you to have smaller breakthroughs that eventually will lead to a big breakthrough. So if we can break down the things that we need to heal, kind of like setting a goal. They always say, set SMART goals, something that's specific, measurable, something that is actionable, realistic, and timely. So that's what the acronym SMART means. So when I see clients who are resistant to heal, it's because either the thing that they need to heal is too big and we have to break it down. So when we approach it and we put it in through the lens, the perspective of these 5 things, it will allow you to heal them much easier. And when we don't heal the things that we need to, it delays our manifestations of the things that we want because our vibration stays the same and we remain stagnant. Everything is a choice. So it always goes back to what are we choosing to hold on to? And the storyline sometimes of traumas or things that have happened in the past, we have to check in with them because sometimes our brains can play tricks on us. We can romanticize them. Maybe it wasn't really that bad, or they can compound it and make it much more extreme than what had happened. So we need to check in and say, what storyline of that event that we need to heal, probably we're avoiding to heal, what's the storyline? Is that storyline accurate? And then ask those 5 questions. Did you feel seen? Did you feel heard? Did you feel safe? Did you feel known? Did you feel like you belonged? If not, what aspects of those answers to those questions can we analyze and then move forward and help heal it? And then it'll allow you to move forward more strategically in your healing and more efficiency and less bumpy. I would love to know what you think of this method, and I would love to know how this works out for you. So, friends, I am coming out with a new program, the Fertile Womb Experience. I'm inviting you to join me for a life-changing 2-week experience healing you to help you align your womb for fertility and conception of your spirit baby. We're going to have 4 Zoom live healing calls on the 21st, the 23rd, the 28th, and the 30th of August. The first call, we are doing nervous system calming. This is to align your chakras and all of your bodies in your aura. On the 23rd, we're going to do a womb clearing of all blockages, stuck emotions, and unwanted energy from your wombs and from your body completely. The third call on the 28th, we're going to do the womb harmonization with your soul so we can create wholeness, allow creativity to flow, and pleasure. That's right. And the last call is connection to your spirit baby, for you to know your baby now. You'll get lifetime access to all of these calls, and the price is really great at $222. And if you need a payment plan, just let me know. And we have a few spots left for this. I think we have 5 spots left for this. And we are going to have a pop-up Facebook group for the community so you can ask questions in between the calls. But again, you'll have lifetime access to all these calls, and I'm super excited about this. I'm just so excited. I love the energy that the women have created that are already inside the container, and that all of the energy I've put into creating this system. These 4 calls are a great system to harmonize your womb and create a fertile womb experience. If you're interested, send me a DM on Instagram. I would love to have you in the group. And until next week, friends, let the Reiki flow, and I'll see you back here next time. Feeling hopeless in your fertility journey, fearful that you'll never become pregnant? The Make a Baby membership was created just for you, using the exact methods of Reiki that helped me conceive my son. We've helped over 75 babies come into this world by removing blockages from the womb and body with our powerful Reiki techniques. Visit carolinasotomayor.com to join the Make a Baby membership today.